Are you excited for the Wasted Space Podcast Episode 2?
Yeah.
Are you excited for the Wasted Space Podcast Episode 2?
Man, I'm so excited.
How excited are you for it?
So excited.
Are you excited for the Wasted Space Podcast Episode 2 to come out?
No,
Why?
because
You guys want to see the?
I'm so excited.
Yeah?
I'm like,
No, you said you weren't excited. How excited are you for the Wasted Space Podcast Episode 2 to come out? Wasted Space Podcast Episode 2, are you excited for it?
woo!
That's great. Carter, the men of all men. Wasted Space Podcast Episode 2, what's your opinion on it?
It's gonna be baller. It's gonna be amazing.
Welcome back to the Wasted Space Podcast. This is Jenna. I'm your host today, and let's introduce some new people we've got on our episode 2.
I'm Olivia, and I'm a second-year student, and this morning I ate eggs and toast for breakfast.
I'm Ethan, and I just noticed that our producer over there said 2-3-1 to count down for us to record.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I had Reese's Puffs for breakfast.
My name's Taden Miles. There's nothing interesting about me. I had dry Captain Crunch for breakfast, so my mouth is not feeling it right now.
Is it like cut up?
Oh, 100%.
Or were you
my
like-
mouth is shredded right now.
Were you like eating it and not your mouth was like covered in blood? You were like coughing up blood this morning after you ate breakfast?
Yeah, totally. The bag actually is still in the
sounded
booth
nice.
right now.
That's my favorite way to eat breakfast.
I should have brought it in here.
Oh, that's
Interesting.
terrible.
So we have a couple topics today to start up on. Why doesn't the host do her job and get us moving?
Well, today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories, and I think we should start with aliens. How do you guys feel about aliens?
I think that aliens. All right, I don't think the government's hiding them at all. I think they're out there, but not here, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not on Earth, but they're obviously out there. With how vast of a space there is, I think there's an 100% chance there's another life form out there that is intelligent.
What makes you think that?
Well, because it's how vast space is, if we're the only intelligent species,
Yeah.
then
That makes sense.
the likelihood of there not being another one is slim to none.
And to be honest, even if it's like sludge that's alive, even if it's like little microbes, it's got to be out there.
I agree.
That's
Even
true.
if it's like a liquid guy,
Yeah, I
if
think
it's
so.
like
Liquid
even
guy.
a water guy.
What is this, Bubble Buddy from SpongeBob?
Yeah. We can go over there and it's a war of needles,
A war of needles.
as they did in SpongeBob.
Yeah, I agree with the guys. I think there has to be something else out there that there's so much space and it can't just be us that's just living, that there's other things out there.
I've made a quick observation that every time we've recorded so far, it's been women on this. No, it's been split between the table of women on one side and men on the other.
That actually is true.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's true.
was.
Yeah.
So, as far as aliens,
Producer's shaking his head
do you
right
guys
now.
think that like we're gonna see them one day? Think they're gonna come to Earth?
In
or
my
just,
life?
We'll just never.
I don't think in our lifespan.
Yeah, I don't think.
Not in our lifespan, no, but eventually I think so, yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
possibly.
if there is life in the solar system, which is honestly not great chances of that. But if there is, maybe in our life, but I don't think so.
So, what would happen? Like in movies, they often are displayed as like they would try and kill everybody.
Nah, I think the aliens would just be flat out chill.
You think so?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
could see
we'd
it.
be chill.
See that.
We'd be chill if they landed on our planet. At least we wouldn't try to kill them at first.
Even if they weren't chill, I think they'd have to get through America, which is the final boss of the of the world, so.
Yeah, we're like the head honcho. We basically rule the world.
And
I'm so proud of this country.
what if they what if they looked just like us?
That'd be
I feel like
That
that'd
would
be a little
terrifying.
creepy,
That
yeah.
would be terrifying.
that'd be fun.
Honestly,
It'd be a
pretty
mystery.
cool.
You don't know if you're talking
I mean,
to
they're
an
the
alien
same.
or a person.
We wouldn't
Right.
even know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Or if they could like shapeshift or something.
Okay, shape-shifting, that'd be weird.
That'd be scary.
But
Yeah.
if they just like
Yeah.
naturally looked like us, that'd be kind of cool. Because then you wouldn't know. It'd be a
mystery.
Russian roulette gamble. You don't know if you're talking to an
they
alien
would
or a
not
human.
be like. They would have like a translator probably, but they would not be able to like know our cadence and the way we speak. So they would just be like throwing out random remarks.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my God.
completely, like they would be talking like maybe a 17th century blacksmith, or they'd be talking like a 2300 astrophysiologist who is like crazy.
Right.
I'm pretty sure if an alien landed anywhere north and then tried communicating with people and then got that dialect down and then they went south, it would completely mess up their entire language.
Yeah.
They would not be able to understand.
They would try to say, they would try to speak in like the Canadian accent, and they'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah, how's it
And
going
like
there,
the Southern
bud?
people would be like, "Get out of here! Like you're weird. Like we don't want you here."
No, especially like in the south here, they would not understand the dialect.
Yeah, it's so much different.
I can't understand the dialect.
You can't understand the dialect?
Well, I might not be human, but
Have you guys seen the video of that lady on the plane that claims she saw somebody that she said wasn't real?
Nope.
You guys haven't?
I
You
haven't.
have?
No, I haven't.
haven't done that.
There was
No.
this lady on a plane, and she got up, started cussing, and she was pointing at the back of the plane, saying that person is not real back there.
Okay, maybe I heard about this.
I think
but
she's
I'm not
schizophrenic.
Yeah. That person is not real. She points at like the pilot, and the plane just goes
She got
barreling
off the
towards
plane.
the earth.
She did not continue her flight with the plane. She
She just
said
jumped
their
out.
eyes looked weird, like they weren't normal.
They kicked her out of the
don't
plane.
know.
They gave her a parachute and said, "Good luck."
I don't know. There's been so many like rumors of sightings and things. What
There
if-
has.
Right.
what if
The
the
Shadow
ones
Men.
that
But
are
honestly,
here?
most of them I think are just like secret tests that random people are doing. Like other countries,
Possibly.
us.
What do you mean?
I mean, with how secretive our government is, it could be our own government that just they don't know they're doing tests or something like that.
Right.
But then again, it was like there was that one UFO that was like didn't even move according to like physics, where it would just like it wouldn't even accelerate or decelerate. It would just move like that.
like pretty much a teleportation type thing.
Yeah, not teleportation, but it would just like move.
It would shift.
It would shift. It wouldn't even move. It would shift.
Do you guys have any favorite movies that aliens are in?
Oh,
No.
I know.
No.
Actually,
not really.
what's the movie called? This is gonna bug me that I can't remember the name.
Transformers. Okay, producer.
No.
All right.
No, I can't remember.
Get
the
outta
movie.
here.
Taden stumped.
Honestly,
He's thinking hard over
Is it
there.
I like The
Watch?
Thing. That's a good one.
The thing.
Thing is
That's a good
good.
one, but that's not the one I'm thinking
I
of.
like E.T. It's all right. It's not my
Neighborhood Watch.
favorite,
That's
Yeah.
the name.
Classic,
but E.T.'s pretty good.
of course.
Neighborhood Watch. That's the name. It's a
I think
really
I've heard
good
of
one.
it.
Okay, Tatum.
I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
I'll give you the rundown.
Please.
So people find this weird device, and they can stick their fingers in it, and it takes like 4 people to activate, and it blows whatever up it hits, like the beam hits. And they find aliens have built a thing under the lead role's Costco, and so they have to blow up the Costco.
That's sick. No, not the
That's sad.
Costco.
I love Costco.
Yeah.
I know Costco's
I'd
the
rather
best.
we lose millions and millions of people than one Costco.
Dang.
Because at the end of the day,
That's a harsh.
it's my favorite spot.
Wow.
Costco. You prefer Costco over a human being?
Who wouldn't?
Fair enough. I like dogs more than people, so.
Okay, dogs aren't that cool. Cats are like 10.
No, have you? No. What if a cat is a
Okay, we're
alien?
getting
Like,
off-
have you seen Marvel?
Alright, we're getting
a
off
Marvel.
topic.
The cat could be an alien.
I don't. Marvel is not canon.
I know, but the cat could be an alien. You never know. Why did we worship them for so long?
Not a thing.
So, didn't there used to be rumors that like this old lady still survived the Titanic?
There
I
were
haven't
there
heard
were
that one.
people who survived the
Yeah,
Titanic.
there was.
There
Yeah.
were
Like they
people-
got away on the lifeboats.
Yeah, there were
Okay.
people that.
Are you talking
Have you
about
seen
like
the
the
movie?
person from the
No,
documentary?
I haven't seen the movie.
You
What?
haven't seen
It's
Titanic?
Have you seen
3 hours
Titanic?
and 14 minutes long.
I've started Titanic. I haven't seen Titanic.
It is
Like
3 hours
fully.
and 14
Titanic,
minutes
like
long.
any other James Cameron movie, you watch it once and then you never think about it again.
I've only
It's like
started.
3 hours and it's just completely
So
benign.
so then why are you hating on me for not watching it?
Because
you never
everybody's
think
watched
about it
it
again.
because it's a movie that everybody's
It's a
watched.
classic.
It's a classic.
Well, I haven't watched it.
And Titanic is all right. It's not like the best movie in the world, but it's pretty good.
Have any of you heard the rumors about the Titanic? Like, ever since like the submersible like went down this summer, have you heard anything like the ship?
I've been hearing that Titanic actually sank, which is crazy.
Well, yeah, the boat sank, but have you heard that like
Crazy conspiracy.
instead of it being the Titanic, that it could have been the Olympic,
Heard
the
that.
sister ship
It
that
is
was
very-
like a
it
year
is-
older.
The Titanic was only a couple, like, what, meters longer than the Olympic.
Yeah, they were
I think
very,
so,
very
yeah.
close and similar
And
to
when
each other.
they were like reviewing the photos, and it looked a lot like the Olympic. I don't know. Honestly, don't care. It's
But-
just business moves that they're doing.
Well, there's also rumors that it was sunk on purpose to eliminate the opposition to the National Bank, and that J.P. Morgan could have been against it. The 3 people that opposed were on the ship that sunk, and the ones that were for the National Bank last minute canceled.
Well, I don't bank with the First National Bank, so they can just like.
No, I think they were just really lucky. They just
I
backed
don't
out
care.
at the right
That
time.
could be. That could be.
How would that explain the iceberg?
I don't know.
It was big.
Nah,
And
they
we
were,
saw it in the
they,
movie,
they
so it
were
must be
using
canon.
penguins to push it in the way.
Ooh, that would be smart. That would be smart.
Because most of the people on that boat were like really, really rich, right?
Yeah.
Not Jack.
A lot
Yeah.
of
Jack
them.
was very poor.
Well, yeah, they haven't. They
won
had
a
like
poker
they
game.
had
He
like
won
2
a
lower
poker
decks
game.
completely for the poor. They were working on the ship, keeping
Indentured
it going.
servants.
Right.
Going to America. Oh my God.
I don't know. There's also I've
I'm
heard
so
things,
excited to go to America.
And then they die.
Hate those British people. God.
There's also like I've heard things about like a
Stay
German
away from us.
U-boat.
Huh?
What? I've heard rumors about like a German U-boat. Like there were reports of a spotlight in the distance, and the captain said that the spotlight was not a rescue vessel. That there was a vessel in between the rescue boat and the Titanic when it went down.
What year did that Titanic sink?
1912. Yeah.
Yeah, that's before World War One.
But the Germans, they had their subs like perfected at that point in time. So, and the sailors witnessed an unidentified vessel 5 to 6 miles away at 2 a.m.,
I mean, if
which
they,
it could have
if-
been a
if-
sub resurfacing.
If it was a sub, why would they say it was a sub?
I don't know. Because, like, it could
Destroyed
have
with
been
facts and logic.
torpedoes, like, that hit the boat. Because passengers never felt or heard the impact.
Dude,
as some
the
reports said
the German submarine was actually a submarine that looked like an iceberg in disguise. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
that. Imagine that genius. What?
That's crazy. Crazy.
No. No, I believe there.
No.
Well, if there was a
I said
submarine,
It. I said it, so it's
if
true.
even if that was what took it down, because you said some people said they couldn't feel the
No,
impact
I said it.
of the
I
iceberg.
said it, so it's true,
Yeah.
and that is what. Yep.
No, but how
was
would
a-
they
it was
not?
a German submarine
What would they
in
have used to
disguise
sink it
as-
though? That's the thing.
Torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
Make a massive impact.
And they just
you
run
would
into the
feel a
Titanic.
torpedo hitting
Well,
a
you
ship
saw
even
the-
of that
Right.
size.
You saw the watchman who was like, "Oh, iceberg! Ah, iceberg!" And then he was like ringing the bell. They did not. They were trying to turn. They were turning pretty fast. They were definitely shooting torpedoes under the water.
Actually, now that I think about it, they could have shot at the same time they hit.
True. That's crazy.
That's
James
why-
Cameron's got to get on this. James Cameron, I know you're watching.
I highly doubt that.
No. James
No,
Cameron's
because
watching.
that would make sense. Because if they were getting hit by one side with the iceberg, and they were
wouldn't
hit
have
with
felt-
torpedoes on the
yeah.
other side,
Mm-hmm.
it would
You know what,
create an
Tatum?
equilibrium
Right.
and make it
Tatum?
so they wouldn't feel it.
I think
Yeah.
you're dead wrong.
You think I'm dead wrong?
I think it was just a normal iceberg.
Oh no, I believe that too.
I can see both sides. Yeah.
I can see both sides, but I believe it was just a
I do
normal
not think
sink.
It was a German U-boat. I think Adolf.
Dang,
was-
that took a turn.
I don't think he'd do that yet.
Yet.
He was like, he was not. Oh no.
Speaking of Hitler, isn't there conspiracies surrounding his death?
Yes.
People
I've
think he
heard
didn't
things
kill
like-
himself.
Ooh, that was a good transition. That was a good transition.
I've heard a lot of different things about Hitler and his death. Whether
He-
go ahead.
I don't think he faked it.
You don't think
All
he
those
faked it?
people say, "Oh, he faked his death." Nah. Why would he go through all that trouble to fake his death?
Didn't
Gas
he kill
prices.
himself?
He.
Is-
I mean, supposedly that's the
Supposedly.
canon
Yeah.
thing that happened.
I don't know. I've heard different things.
I don't know if that
There
was written
no
into the
real
script or not.
evidence of that,
If
or-
I don't know if that was written into the World War II script where he killed himself.
You don't think that was written?
Yeah,
in the
when
script?
America wrote the
Script.
World War II script, like, oh, Germany takes over some of Europe, and then we and the rest of Europe defeat them, and Hitler kills himself. That's what was written in the script. That's what
Script.
America was planning. Yeah.
Oh.
They sent that to all the countries, and that's what they
Oh.
they all said, okay, we're gonna do this,
Wow.
and it was like a little stage play.
What about JFK's death?
I liked JFK. He was
Yeah.
his wife,
He seemed like a cool dude.
him and his wife, very
No doubt
very
he was a
beautiful
president.
people.
Beautiful people.
He was a president. Of course, he was a cool dude. He's one of our best presidents to ever live.
Yeah.
No, FDR.
That's true.
My favorite president, FDR. Always.
That's true. FDR
He
was
so
good
cool.
too, but JFK
The
was
New
up
Deal
there.
was genius. A big fan of FDR.
So like when he got shot, there was something.
I've seen a YouTube video on that, and
Uh-huh.
it's all very messy. There's
yeah.
like a bunch of information going a bunch of ways on that. It's interesting.
He had some sort of condition.
There's a ton of
or-
like different.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his back, or he had to like have something help him sit up straight. So when he got
Yeah, I
shot,
remember
he
hearing
didn't
that.
like. He didn't fall, or he just.
The way of his
Maybe
body
he had
reacted
scoliosis.
is what I've heard. Just
What's
some
the
shots.
What's the video clip called that like recorded it? Can we get a producer to look that up, please?
I don't know what it was. But there's been declassified documents that have been released by the government that don't show a convincing explanation for why Oswald shot Kennedy. There's nothing behind it. So it failed to describe a single motive.
Personal grudge?
Or there was one that I saw that it could have been to prove his fidelity to Cuba and return back to Cuba as a hero for killing what they thought was the American devil.
What they thought was the American devil.
The whole
That's what I
thing,
saw.
how he was able to shoot him was he had a job at the local library, which was, but he didn't even know that the president would be passing through there when he got the job, because the president actually had another route that was scheduled, and they changed that shortly before they actually.
Yeah, like a
did
short time
did the
notice
motorcade.
change.
And yeah, the bullet exchange was also short when it hit his head, so.
Was he shot twice?
He
There
missed
were
one time and then he
three
shot again.
bullets shot.
again. Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe there's.
Yeah, because he missed the first time. The second one hit Kennedy, and then the third one hit the governor, John Connally,
Did it kill John
which
Connally?
broke his rib, shattered his wrist, and ended up in his right thigh. So he was hospitalized for that. And I think, if I remember right, they were riding together. but I
They
could be
literally
wrong.
just double tapped JFK.
But I also saw something that from a police radio
Do not
that
bring
was.
up Headshot XP.
I also saw something yesterday that there was a police radio and it was stuck like in the on position, so it was on at all times.
Position?
Yes. And there's a 95% chance that there was that the recording revealed that there were 4 gunshots, leaving it possible that there was somebody else that was shooting, like maybe somebody in the grassy knoll, and they missed.
They missed.
Yeah, but there was
proof
a
that there could have been
recording that
4.
there could have been 4.
Maybe.
That there was somebody maybe shooting in the grassy knoll or somewhere else that shot but missed when they tried to hit the president.
Yeah, a bunch of people said a shot came from the grassy knoll,
Yeah.
and a bunch of people said it came from the library. What was it? Was it a library? I'm pretty sure it
Yes,
was.
it was.
They shoot and miss
some
and
people
hit
said
a
it was
child.
both. Some people said it was neither.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
My dad did research on
then
this.
again, it also could have. I was gonna bring that up. It also could be bullets echoing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The
I
gunshot
don't know.
echoing.
My dad was big into this a couple years ago, and he said the way that JFK reacted to the shot made it almost
Like he went in the complete opposite direction
Yeah.
from when he was shot.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's like he was.
Making
He
it-
went towards the
making
bullet,
it
not
didn't-
away from it when
yeah,
it hit him.
Making it didn't make sense. Yeah, that's
So
what
if
I
he
heard
got
too.
hit twice simultaneously, it could have worked
Right.
out like that. But if
Yeah.
it was like
Could have.
one shot after another, or like the same person shot twice,
Yeah.
then it's impossible for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, very messy.
Yeah.
He was sitting down when he got shot, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
in a car.
I've
He was
seen the
in the
video.
backseat.
So
Who was sitting
when he
next to
got
him?
Shot,
I either
it was his wife, I believe.
No,
it
I
wasn't.
don't think it was his
was.
wife. I think it was the governor.
Yeah, it was the governor. I'm pretty
because
sure.
if they were shooting at Kennedy, they could have missed and hit the governor instead. I don't know if the governor was planned to be hit as well.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
I thought the way that his body reacted to it was because of his back issue.
That could be
That
as
could
well.
be possible. It could have his spine could have reset when he got
Yeah,
hit.
that's
Mhm.
what I
And
was
made him
told
jerk
in
in a
history
specific
class.
direction.
Yeah.
Was that it caused him to like not
It made him
fall over.
spasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, like helped him stay up.
I don't know.
So,
That's
which
I
is
would
why-
hate to sit like that with a perfectly back straight throughout the entire parade.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I would hate to be shot.
oh, no, duh.
that too.
Yeah, like, yeah, I'd hate to sit up straight, but like, sit up straight right now.
Right.
This is not that bad.
Fun fact: because of JFK's assassination, they made the president's limo 8 inches thick of steel.
Yeah, and now it's not open, and it's like he could be in one car, he could be in another. That's why the motorcade's so big now.
Also, they have a minigun in the trunk.
They have a minigun in the
minigun
trunk. They
in
have
the
that
trunk.
one car that's like an EF.
Yeah.
What is it called? EM blocker that like
They
blocks
carry,
all
like-
communications around
Yeah.
it. Tons of precautions.
It's like an
Yeah,
EMP.
they carry like there's a big ambulance-looking thing that follows too, like with their blood and with all this other stuff in case.
Oh yeah, I
something
forgot
happens.
that they do carry
Did you-
blood.
And it's like an armored
Yeah.
truck too.
When we went to
it's a
DC, we
Cadillac,
saw
which is
the
so cool.
motorcade for
Yes.
Vice President Harris and the
I just heard
Sleepy
it was
Joe?
her. I
no,
don't know.
it wasn't
No.
the president. It was
Her husband?
no, who's the guy in Congress or who's the Senate or something like that?
I don't know.
The chairman?
Mitch McConnell.
No, I don't remember who.
I'm
it
not
was.
sure, but it was Kamala Harris.
Oh,
and
wasn't
she
it
was
Kevin
going-
Kamala
McCarthy?
Harris?
Yes.
Didn't we see him, Kevin McCarthy?
Could have been.
We
think so.
I don't
that
know.
was on the first day, and yeah, they made a whole big production. It was so cool to watch.
Yeah, they had to block off like
Yeah.
everything. And
Everything was
It's
stopped.
like you look at it and you're like, I know there's somebody important in there.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else do you got down there?
Mitch McConnell freezing. That's kind of crazy. Have you guys seen that?
No.
No.
So he was like talking to. He was in the building, the Capitol building, and he just froze. And it's happened twice now, where he just was talking and just froze. It's kind of-
glitch in the
Watching
system.
the videos, it's really funny. Hope it's nothing serious.
Speaking of like events that have happened in history, do you think 9/11 was an inside job?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I don't know.
No.
It's hard to wrap your head around that because so many people died, and why would you do something like that? I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. There were a lot of people that think that it was an inside job. They give reasons, not a lot of them good. But a lot of them try and debate for it, thinking it was an inside job. And I think they're just trying to do that so they can get at the government.
Right?
That
yeah.
would be crazy if it was.
Yeah.
Doing
That would be
to your-
absolutely insane.
Why? I guess if they wanted to like make a
point?
like make us the victim and make a bad boogeyman over in Iraq and Iran, but like
I believe it
think
was
they do
just
that.
a straight act of terrorism
Yeah.
trying to maybe scare everybody because they know they
Exactly.
couldn't
That- I mean, that's
fully
what all
take
terror-
over
that's
our
what
country.
most terrorism is.
They
They're just trying to scare
yeah.
people.
Yeah, acts of terrorism like that happen.
But
in
like
the
when you
US.
do that to the biggest country, I don't think
They need panic
scaring
to
people
win.
is gonna really do
Well,
much.
That's why they do it because they know that they can't do anything else against us.
Right.
Or at
Yeah, I
the
can
time,
see
that's
that.
how
Makes
I
sense.
think that they felt. But,
I mean, I'm not saying it makes sense for them to do that. I'm saying,
right.
I mean, I don't get their mode. I mean, I understand. You know, let's just move on.
All right, complete gear shift. How do you guys think the pyramids were built?
That's a good question. If I could go back in time, that's where I would go.
To when the pyramids were
To
built?
when the pyramids were built, so I know the answer because it's crazy. We'd have trouble building that today.
We would have trouble, but it's not impossible.
Not
for
impossible
humans
to build
back
today.
then to build it. It just take a lot of time.
Yeah.
What if
I believe they went through many
Can
pharaohs.
someone
to
get
do
me
it.
the like time? How long did it take for them to build the pyramids? How long was it projected to take?
When
Thousands of years,
when I
not
think
thousands.
about
It
pyramids,
might have been
Hundreds,
of
like
years.
five. I think
Yeah.
maybe 300 years.
Well, they had a
went
lot
through
of people
they went through a
working on
couple
them,
of
though.
pharaohs. I know that.
they had like so many people working on them though. Also,
Well, yeah, all
They
the,
had-
all, the,
They would
the,
still take
the
a
pharaohs
long
had
time.
millions and
like,
millions of slaves.
Yeah, the pharaoh had millions and millions of slaves that would help move the rock and
Rocks are heavy
position
though.
them.
Limestone is heavy.
I
Right,
know, but still.
Very heavy rock.
Yeah.
when I think of pyramids, I just think of the beginning of Despicable Me. The Stolen
Having a
Pyramid.
bad day. It's about time that I get my
That's
way.
exactly what I think of.
Ah, Despicable Me.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Love that movie.
It is a good
It is
movie.
a great movie.
Like Vector.
Vector, yes.
What is it?
Stole the
Direction and
pyramid.
magnitude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
not having a good time.
Anyway, no, I'm having an amazing time. Anyway, but have you guys heard of the theories that like other people would come up with like how the pyramids were built? Like some people think they were built by aliens because of how precise the stones were cut, or some people think like my mom thinks that they were built by giants.
That's cool. And honestly, I want to
Honestly,
believe
she
that.
thinks they're built by giants.
You know,
That's
some people
interesting.
think aliens we're just like a test for aliens. Some people think we were made by aliens and we're just a test for them to like, oh, what do they behave like? But, you know, I mean, there's nothing to disprove that.
I mean, there's nothing to disprove.
If
We
there's,
have
like,
no
all-powerful
clue.
aliens that could be possible.
Right.
Right. And that just leads back to aliens. Like, it's just a matter of whether you think
Oh,
they're
it's a
real or
circle
not.
story.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you guys think happened to the gold cap? Because there were supposed to be three gold caps on the 3 pyramids of Egypt.
Pillaged.
You think they were
Stolen.
pillaged?
Possibly.
They
I
could.
don't know.
I think they could have been stolen by the pharaohs. Like they had them put on top, and then they showed them to the people, and then took them back. That could have happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
There's
thought.
not a lot of gold in the world.
No.
Especially, well, that was just a very thin layer of gold. But
Was
still,
it?
with how much it took to cover
Yeah.
just the tip of the pyramids, that was still a lot of gold.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like stealing things of value like that were a huge thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back-
Yeah.
100%.
And, like-
Dude, even jackals would steal. They would sneak into the tombs and steal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because they would get buried with so many.
So there would be
Treasures.
so much gold and stuff. I'm pretty sure if a human went in there and stole all of it, now they'd be set for their kids' kids would be set for life
Right.
because there are so many jewels and gold in there.
Yes.
They had to set them up on their trip to the afterlife.
Yeah, Anubis
They had
needed
like
to say
boats
hello.
in there. They think it would help them like travel to the great beyond.
It's called the Duat. In Egyptian.
Really?
In Egyptian mythology, it's the Duat.
Really?
The Duat.
Yes, it's where Anubis leads you to the 7 doors.
Oh.
It's either the 7 doors of hell or the 7 doors of heaven. Basically what it is.
You know, you have the boat, and that helps you get to heaven.
No, actually, it's supposedly the Duat's a barren like wasteland.
Gotta have a boat to travel through.
There's no water there.
Gotta have a boat to travel through in the Inferno, though. I've read Dante's Inferno.
Oh, dude.
There's no boats in heaven, but there's a lot of boats in hell.
True. But also, the fact is that with the pharaohs, they would have their hearts ripped out. Like they would have it taken out and then stored in like a preserve jar, so that Anubis could weigh it against the feather of truth, which is the only way. Depending on which way the scale tilted, it depended on which doors you went through. Because if it tilted in the heart's favor, or like the heart was weighed down, then you'd go to hell. If the feather was weighed down, you'd go to heaven. But
we
if
should
it
do
was
that, we should do that, but to living people now, and just like and like take their heart out and say, "Yup, you're going to heaven," but they're already dead, so they won't be able to like. No.
they won't be able to object.
It's like seeing your own obituary before you die.
Oh
That's
my
what
goodness.
happened to Nobel, Alfred Nobel. Is that his name? I think it's Alfred Nobel, who made the Nobel Peace Prize. He was the inventor of dynamite. He saw his own obituary before he died, and it was negative. It was saying, "Oh, he invented dynamite.
That's why he
He's
made the
evil.
Nobel Peace Prize.
He made profit on killing people, and so that's why he made the Nobel Peace Prize to like celebrate humanity's greatest achievements.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
That's
To like
crazy.
clear his name almost.
I don't think it worked.
I feel like that
It
would have gotten
did.
backlash.
I mean, we don't remember him for inventing dynamite.
Yeah.
We remember
I
him
do.
for the Nobel Peace Prize.
That's crazy.
Okay, well you're Tatum, okay?
I know.
You're different.
I have subset knowledge.
I mean that's true. You have the death whistle. What's it called?
Aztec death
You
whistle.
have the Aztec death whistle. You could be killing us right now if you wanted to.
No, it's meant to ward off spirits.
Oh.
It's not meant to kill.
Why is it called death whistle then?
Because it wards off the dead. Yeah, it makes sense
All
now,
right,
don't
I
it?
think we're running out of time today.
Yup.
Oh no.
I think we killed Jenna.
Yeah, I think she's done for.
I was gonna say, is there
No,
any,
go ahead.
Is there any final notes you guys would like to leave off with on anything new?
Pyramids
you
are
guys thinking
pyramids are
of,
silly.
or-
They are obvious. I
silly.
mean, they're big and
Square pyramids. Have you seen those? They're like blocky pyramids. Like they're not like angled like how they're supposed to be. It's just like a
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
It looks
following
like if
here.
you built a pyramid in Minecraft.
Oh. Yep.
Well, I've definitely learned a couple things today.
Yes,
And
so have I.
maybe made a couple judgments.
A couple
But
judges.
that's about all the time we have for today.
Thanks for delusional, Ethan.
The
Yeah, we're
Waste
done.
of Space podcast, where we've officially wasted your time.
We haven't wasted your time. We have not wasted your time. We have
We may have
given
No,
you
we sure-
useful
we
knowledge to
have.
use in the future.
useful knowledge, if that's
Sure.
what you want to call it.
Yep.
If you're a
Okay.
nutcase like us. Like me and Ethan specifically.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bump that.
Well, we'll see you next time
thank
on
you.
episode 3 of the Wasted Space podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. It should have a red dot if it's recording.
Alright. 2, 3, 1.
Welcome back to the Wasted Space podcast. What?
No, go! Restart it, go.
That it's upside down.
Yeah.
Lord.